I'm yelling it.
Good morning. It's Friday. We're not yelling at anybody. It's Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Diana Fairbanks.
And I'm your CW star, Matt Snyder.
And celebrity co-host, we've got Josh Wolf. You know him from Chelsea Lately. You know him from his books. You know him from TV. He's got a new series coming up. I got to tell you, Josh, we're really excited to have you. Last year you came on for just a little segment.
Yeah.
You're going to be on the whole show this time.
I'm pretty excited.
Are you geeked? Are you ready?
I'm geeked.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
I've never heard that slang before. New words every day.
I'm geeked. I'm geeked.
Should I just leave?
Yeah, no.
So we're excited to have you in Buffalo. You had a show last night at Helium. How'd it go?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Great crowds. Great crowd. It was good. I got stuck in Chicago on Wednesday night. My flight got canceled.
O'Hare?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it was funny. They said the flight's going to be delayed for electrical issues, but we're going to fix it as fast as we can. I was like, whoa, don't. You want to fix the plane fast?
Take your time.
If we're fixing planes, I want my dinner fast.
Yes.
If you're making my food, let's bring it out
We're
fast.
just going to replace the wings real quick.
If you're fixing my plane,
5 to 10
Yeah.
minutes.
take your time. I got a couple hours. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But we ended up canceling the flight, and I stayed in Chicago and put me up at the Comfort Inn.
The Comfort Inn? Was it
not
comfortable?
a whole lot of comfort at that inn. No. They had one of the, and you can tell the hotel you're at by the TV. They had the big, thick,
Oh,
the tube.
yeah.
The tube.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me if it was in color, and I told them half of it was.
Oh.
The right half came in and out of color, and the left half pretty much stayed.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into a hotel that you know might not be the cleanest, do you check around? Do you like look under the mattress to make sure there's no bugs or anything, or would you rather just not even know?
If I check under the mattress, I'm opening them up Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
I don't want to know that.
No. I just pretend. I go, I'm at the Four Seasons.
That's
I'm at the
right.
Four Seasons. But
so
I don't.
clean.
I don't touch the top blanket.
Right, because apparently they don't wash those all the time, right? I didn't know this until recently. I feel like somebody should have told me that.
Did you say all the time or ever?
I don't
No,
know.
they don't wash
Like
it.
ever?
Never. No, that's not wash. No.
Nobody needs to. No.
No.
Come on. Come on.
Think
Yeah.
about all of those previous
Let's not.
trips.
Let's
All
not
of
think
them.
about those.
Yeah, but
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
did you ever cuddle up to it face and you just put it like your blanket?
Well, they're always kind of like itchy anyway, so you don't.
Do you know why they're itchy?
No, I don't.
No fabric softener used. 'Cause there's no
Man,
washing.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
why.
This show is already, come on. It's going to get worse, though, because there are spiders in the show. Yeah.
On this show?
Yeah, there's spiders.
Surprise. There are spiders later
That you're
in the
gonna.
show.
That,
We don't know
Yeah.
when they're going to come, but
Somewhere-
at some point
60
in
seconds?
time-
We're talking about
60 seconds.
okay.
the Insectival is coming up with Tipped, the nature preserve. So they have a lot of bugs in the green room this morning, so we're going to talk about it. My day was going great until I saw the big giant tarantula. So that's coming up on the show today. But we've also got Chef Marco in the kitchen. He's coming up in the show. We're going to do something special just for Josh. It's just for Josh. We're going to do French toast style panini with s'mores. And Marco's got some celebrity co-hosts in the kitchen with him today, too. He's got his 2 girls on the show. We are so excited to have them. So welcome, ladies. We're going to have them coming up in just a little bit, getting on that s'mores French toast, which sounds good, right?
And you know, Josh, a lot of people are going to recognize you from the Chelsea Lately show
Yes.
on E! So give us a little rundown. For a lot of people might not have seen it. I watch it regularly. I think it's hilarious. Any wry, witty commentary given about Hollywood and gossip is great for me. But, what is it like working on that show?
It's amazing. Look, you go to work every day with no censor. I'm sure you have no censor here, too. We go to work every day with no censor. She will basically say, we'll cut it if we don't use it.
Yeah.
But
So
just
put it out there.
Yeah. And so it's a great feeling as a comic.
Yeah.
It's the only place to be able to do that besides on stage. And it's why you get so much funny out of that show.
Yeah.
Because people just let it loose all the time.
I think it's hilarious.
pretty amazing.
I like her a lot. I really would like to be friends with her. She also scares the bejesus out of me.
She
But
should.
I like her, though.
She should. She should scare you. Yeah. But here's the genius about her, is that what you just said is I'd like to be friends with her. That's what I hear all the time after every show. I think we'd be best friends because she talks the way you and your friends talk, and she gets away with it.
Yeah.
So that's the genius.
There's no air of pretension. She just is, right?
People say, "What is she like?" I'm like, "Did
That's
you
pretty-
watch the
that's
show?"
it.
Yeah, that's what she's like.
But she seems to take really good care of her friends and her employees. I mean, I've heard some of the fun stuff that she takes you guys on trips, right?
Yeah, she's insanely loyal.
When's the last time your boss took you on a trip? Never.
How about you?
Wait,
Note to boss, no, right?
I shouldn't tell her about the trip you planned for us.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Nice.
That's in the works. Do you like
Oh my
Big
gosh.
Mac.
All right. So not only is Chelsea Lately fun, but he's also an author. All right. It Takes Balls. That's a big title for a book. But this is all about a time in your life that really is, I think, very different than a lot of people have experienced, a time when you were a single dad.
Yeah, a long time ago, I met a woman, before my present wife, I met a woman, she had 2 kids. We had a child together. She developed a habit. I kicked her out, but I kept all 3 kids. So I kept her 2 kids, I kept my kid, and I was a single dad and living in 1 bedroom for
Oh my gosh.
for many years.
Which sounds really dramatic. However, I mean, you're a funny guy.
Yeah, it was an interesting time in my life. You know, like my oldest son, at one point, he was like, Dad, I want my own room. And I was looking around the only
do.
room. I was
Yeah,
like,
We all want our room.
But he said, do you mind if I live in the closet? And I was like, no.
It's great.
So every night he would go into the closet and he'd go, good night, and he'd shut the door, and I was like, what? This has got to be illegal.
Child Protective
It's a
Services.
2-room apartment now.
now
Oh
a
my
2-room.
gosh.
Yeah.
Pitch it that way. Right?
But we did a lot of creative, interesting survival things is what we did. That's the best way I can describe
Yeah.
that.
And you know, you were talking about going to work without a censor. I was reading the book, and it seems like you also left that censor far away from your pen when you were writing it. You get into pretty hilarious details, but details nonetheless.
I don't have much of a sensor. I kept trying to remind myself as I drove in this morning that you need a sensor today. The sensor,
little bit.
we're
Yeah.
AM on TV.
There are definitely families. It's
Yes.
summer, so kids are home from school.
Yes.
So we'll just.
I
get
got
ready with the
earmuffs. No, we
Yeah.
got it. You know, last time I was on, and I forget the woman.
Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what she used for a sensor for us?
Screaming. She just screamed. She said that we don't have a censor button, so if you say anything bad, I'm just going to scream.
But here's the thing: when she screamed 2 seconds
After the fact, instead of there was no delay. It was
And do you know the word she screamed over? I said, we were talking about hot dogs. I said the word wiener. And 2 seconds later, she went, ah! And I went, what is that? She goes, that's our sensor. I was like, you missed it by a good 3 seconds.
Oh
And
my
I said,
We've already gone to a commercial break.
What?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
and then all I said was wiener. And 2 seconds later, she went, ah!
You know what's funny? Lauren Hall, our producer, of course, has a clip of this. Maybe we can ask Emily to post it on the web because it's pretty funny.
It's pretty
Actually,
funny.
Have you seen
Love
it?
Victoria.
The
I saw it.
scream
Yeah, it's
was
hilarious.
Crazy.
It's hilarious.
We were all like, this is amazing.
Well, speaking of Lauren Hall, okay, so yesterday I sent Lauren Hall a message, something that I saw on Twitter. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it because I thought it was just crazy enough to be awesome. I sent her a link, and to you, about Sharknado. Lauren Hall, who is the queen of all things up and coming, did not believe me when I said Sharknado was a thing. Yeah, it is. It aired last night. Movie, Tara Reid, and also Steve from 90210. That's not his real name.
Ian Ziering.
Steve's
Also,
right,
it
right.
stars it stars a tornado full of sharks. Let's not forget that there is
That's
a
right.
storm center, and it just happened to be filled with sharks. It's all logical. It makes complete sense, I'm sure, in the movie.
I can't believe that there was a show called Sharknado starring Tara Reid, and her nipple did not make an
No,
appearance.
not once.
I wonder if
I can't say nipple. Ah!
I have to though, I say that when I saw this, you know, I did go to school for acting, and a lot of
Yes.
actors want to be in these Oscar-winning movies.
Right.
Put me in Sharknado. My dream is to
Done.
be in a movie about a tornado full of sharks. I
Okay.
would gladly hop with Tara Reid.
Okay, well, you know, Josh, you actually have connections to sharks coming up. You're going to have
Yes.
your own new show on Discovery, right?
Yeah, I just got hired to host a show on Discovery during Shark Week. It's basically a late night talk show. So
On the Discovery Channel,
on
though, which
Discovery
is kind of
Channel.
awesome and unusual.
yes, and
And
they're calling
sharks.
it Shark After Dark.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So after all the shark programming during Shark Week, we will. It's not a recap show like
Okay.
that one that they do on Bravo
Right, right.
or the After the Walking
Andy
Dead.
Cohen.
Right.
Yeah.
It does come on after it, and we will talk sharks, but it is also my first attempt at a late night talk show.
Okay,
So.
you saw it here. You got to DVR it or watch it live. Shark Week, Discovery Channel. Josh, it's going to be awesome.
Super excited.